And it's the Newsangl, bitch. Welcome back to another episode. It's your boy D.
And it's your girl, CJ.
And I'm too lazy to put on my wig. It's Brandi. Anytime you see me in this hat on YouTube, it's because I didn't feel like doing anything to my hair.
Is that why? Is that a thing?
Yeah, well, I go to the gym and I normally just put something on, like a scarf, or sometimes if I have my hair picked out, I'll just do like a bandana in the front and just not comb the back, and it's whatever. And other times you just you don't even feel like it. It's like, let me get a Scully, and Scullies are the best.
I mean, I get it.
I get like doing your hair.
Sometimes it's a split decision.
Is that the term you guys use in the Midwest for a beanie, Scully?
Yeah, I thought they were called Scullies.
No,
we call them beanies on the West Coast.
They're beanies.
Oh, well, fuck you. I don't live on the West Coast, so there's that.
I was like,
damn.
What a Scully? I was like, oh.
That's
like Mulder and Scully type shit.
The X-Files?
They're gonna get on me about Scully. What do they call your busted hairline on the West Coast, huh?
Oh my God.
What do they call that?
They call it perfection, motherfucker.
I'm done. I am done. Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm a little hurt, and hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people. Oh my God.
Like a double wide surprise.
We're gonna start there. Is that where we're gonna start? Y'all, okay, so let's start there. Double wide surprise. If you have not heard of this YouTube channel, or I guess creator called MeatCanyon, because these motherfuckers just made me watch it.
MeatCanyon.
That's his name, is MeatCanyon. The title of the video is called Re-Upload of Wabbit Season. It's a parody on Bugs Bunny and what's that fucking guy's name?
Elmer Fudd.
You mean the victim?
The victim.
It is the most disturbing thing I've seen all day.
I was gonna say not the most.
No, but for today it was, and I wasn't ready for him to call anybody a double wide surprise.
I love that so much.
And
I love that somebody sat back and came up with that.
You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that he was like, "Oh, you stink so good." Like, what the hell in the world? Look at these.
It was a really kind of disturbing. Like, if anybody's listening and you were ever into Drawn Together or Mr. Sprinkles on Cartoon Network, this is kind of along those lines of comedy.
Drawn Together was so good. I was so sad when they ended.
I want to cosplay as Foxy because it'd be so easy. She had no clothes on.
Best. And I don't know. I had a thing for hating and loving the Betty Boop character on there too.
I hated how they treated her.
I think that's what it was.
That's what it was. Like, you're funny, but I hate how they treat you. And the princess was off the chain. I'm like, damn. It was crazy. She was crazy. Yeah.
I think I missed the old school like Adult Swim stuff. Like I was like, I don't know. Squidbillies used to give me like slight anxiety while watching.
I love Squidbillies.
You didn't like that? What? It was great.
Squidbillies was really good.
If you think about it, the Squidbilly, you know, the guy who was the CEO was definitely Trump.
Because his hair,
right? And wasn't his name like Dump or Drump or something?
And then that stupid ass cop. That show was smarter than what it was presented as.
It was definitely like something.
Super Jail was good too. I love Super Jail.
Super Jail was great. Did you watch Super Jail, D?
Oh
my God! Now
what about that Metal?
Oh hell yes, that was my shit. Metalocalypse. It's the one with the band.
What were you watching? Were you watching like Lucy, Daughter of the Devil? Like, what were you into?
I was into the Robot Chicken.
Okay, Robot Chicken's still good.
I thought those were funny. Especially like the Lindsay Lohan one was hilarious.
They were a little too good at those.
They were intense. You know, the guy, one of the directors or producers was Seth Green on that shit.
Really? Yeah, that seems like up his alley.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
It was weird. Anyway, other than the MeatCanyon video. Since we're talking about
that's your random disturbing thing to look at.
I know, right? So it's been some weird stuff going on everywhere. So Disney World, their Splash Mountain boat sunk.
What?
the other day. Yeah. And
like just on its own?
Just like, I guess while people were in it writing it, it was like there's a viral Twitter video of people recording it and shit. And somehow the employees were like, just stay in it. Then people were like, hell nah. Like,
stay in the drowning boat.
I know. So I don't know if they figured out. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but I don't know. See, this is why I don't do rides. I can't. Like, because
I didn't know you weren't an amusement park girl.
I'm not. My dad instilled it in me. Me and my brother. My brother still won't do like the Ferris wheel. I've been on that a few times.
What?
Yeah, I've done the Six Flags thing because a couple of my friends forced me to go, and I've done a carnival like with somebody too. But I won't go on my own. Six Flags I got tricked into. I was like, I hold y'all's wallets, but they like forced me into line and I was on rides. I was like, oh.
See, when I was a kid, I was all about it, but the older I get, the more I'm like, nah, it's too much to risk. All my money might fall out of my pocket and some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be doing shit like that.
Mine's more of like, what about that loose screw over there? Like, why is that making that sound?
Yeah, I will say this is another thing that Final Destination took away from me. Because I'm like, no. Who wants to do that? I could really die.
Oh my God. D, are you drinking wine?
Yeah.
You just woke up.
He spent his time drinking wine in his living room.
I get cheated. So it's my Friday. I get cheated out of a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
You know, I work grave, and then when I go back, I'm in days. So it's like I need to live it up.
Oh, okay. No,
so I woke up to my Saturday.
He just woke up to record, and I was like, "Is he really just drinking? How do you do that? What are you like 27 still? How does that work?"
See, all that drinking
from the stress,
not the stress. See, all that drinking got him slumped over in the barber chair, and that's why his hair down.
Oh no! Dang.
Look, it's only been a week and a half. I need to get it lined up because it's starting to grow back.
You got your hair's always grown out quick anyway.
So
you'd be like, I just got it cut, or especially when you would dye it and stuff like that. I'm like, your shit is growing out. I'm like, you're a liar. You didn't just cut it and dye it.
Do you remember when you had a ponytail? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
God, oh my God.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
He had more hair than like half the bitches. He was like, where you at? Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
What?
You see it?
Like, what?
Stiff wear. Stiff wear.
That's one of my favorite videos, by the way, with the girl with the wig where she's
oh my gosh. and then what make it even worse is that Demetrius' mama did everybody hair so he could really see
she sure did
up and be like, he had that Andre 3000 almost popping.
Shout out to Miss K doing my hair all the time.
Oh yeah, she used to hook everybody's hair
Hooked
up.
It up.
Oh, I found it. I found a picture of me. You can Google me in my old college football picture. You can't really see it, but you can see.
Look at these.
Oh yeah, you was cute. I remember that. He had that good. Look at them edges. Laid.
If you guys are listening, you should really go look at that part because you need to see D in his football gear in college and shit.
Do you think you're handsome, D? Because I think you're very handsome.
I think I'm a solid 7.
Ew, really?
Really? That's all you give yourself?
Well, like right now, just waking up with a swollen face.
I mean, no, like when you like, your usual, when you like swagged out.
Like when I'm ready for work?
Yeah.
/ burial. I'll give myself a solid 8.5 at that point.
Really?
I think you're really attractive, and I'm not even
like
giving you shit.
You should reconsider that. Like,
and we never give you compliments. Well, I don't.
Brandi don't give compliments to nobody.
That's so sad. First time in 27 years.
So horrible. Speaking
I
of
compliment him every time he sends us pictures of him in his work suit.
I know. It's so weird to see him all grown up in those pictures.
I know it's sad because you see me here on the Triangl like, acting crazy. I'm all like,
and then he's like suited up.
Like, welcome in. Feel free to cuss me out about things that wasn't my fault.
Speaking of which, D, I was going to ask you this for the Newsangl. How is the Vegas Strip right now? Like, people-wise?
Man.
Is it packed?
My hotel's packed. I've heard other hotels are not as packed as us, but you know what? So the hotel I work at is one of the ones that's on the more expensive side, I wouldn't say exclusive, but it's just expensive.
Right.
So a lot of people could possibly afford to go, but why would you go here when you have so many other options?
Yeah.
But now since the rates are lower, everybody's like, here's my chance to try
go
out
to a nicer hotel for the same price.
Man.
Which is also crazy because I'm like, you'd rather just have the experience during all this shit rather than, you know what I mean?
But
like, I get it, but I'm also like, you know?
Yeah, and that's what all the employees are saying, because we are experiencing a savage shift in clientele. And when I say savage, we're hiring for security at this moment because it's so bad.
Gosh.
Like, who the fuck is hiring right now in hospitality?
No.
We are, because it's gotten so out of hand with these people.
Wow.
Now, to play devil's advocate a little bit, are they of a certain demographic or?
Look at these face. Look at these face.
Listen.
It hits me in a really hard place in my heart, because I'm just like looking at my
hurts.
People like,
right.
Come on.
Even when he said it's security, I'm like, my niggas. Like, why? Why is it us?
Why?
And then unfortunately, we don't get the grace that a lot of other groups get. And it's like all of us, we all gotta act right. You know what I mean?
We all gotta act right. And then it was this lady
hold on really quick for me.
All right. Go ahead.
But it's this lady
let me mute it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
It's this lady that came in. And it was the sad part. She was older black lady from Atlanta, and she was like a regular. She comes all the time.
Oh, okay.
So she comes in, she has her little, rewards card, and she's looking around. She was like, I see things have changed.
Oh, so shit, really?
Her, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm observing my people, and I got another one of my people looking at me like, what's going on with our people? And I'm like, I wish I knew.
You know what? That makes me so sad, though, because I just it's like what you and Brandi are saying. Like, we have to act even better than most other races, and we have to work even harder than most other races to get anywhere. So if one of us act out anywhere, that's it. I mean, well, shit, like, we still struggling. We can't even meet people at the Starbucks down the street.
Right.
Like when you see a whole bunch of, because I've done business meetings at Starbucks a lot, met up with people. I can't imagine being like just sitting there with my coffee, minding my business, and being kicked out because I was not allowed to be there.
Yeah, because you look like you don't belong there.
It's fucking
But
crazy.
At the same time, I'm looking at the situation that's going on right now, and I'm like, okay, could these preconceived notions, or could these false ideas of our people come from motherfuckers doing this shit? Right. It kind of is weird, because it kind of hit me in like a sack of potatoes, because it put a lot of things into perspective. Because before, I know how I act when I go somewhere. I know how my friends and the people who I associate myself with act when they go to certain places. But now I'm surrounded by bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing?
That's the only thing. It is disheartening. And I'm just like, I know it's only like a certain percentage, and no matter what group of people you're looking at, but when it's in a concentrated area, it makes it look really bad.
It makes it look so bad.
And I think, and on top of it being that it's the Vegas Strip, and it's, a place everybody thinks about wilding out at, and people who are not used to wilding out like that come out to wild out. It's a whole nother, even after quarantine, I think they're on a whole nother level. Like, so has the I guess the infection rate gone up there or anything like that?
Yeah, but then of course they're not going to talk about that shit, because they don't want to shut the shit back down.
So they're definitely.
But the thing is, it's not affecting. It's affecting the people that do work on the strip. It's affecting the people that work in the industry. So you will see, a minor spike, but you have to realize a lot of people that are being affected don't live here. They come here to get infected to take it home wherever they're from.
That's so crazy to me.
So it doesn't necessarily affect the numbers as much as it would in another city.
That's so insane.
Insane.
I don't understand how that's okay with people. And I'm just debating, because I keep saying that we're going to go to the JOP to get just my license, but I'm like, I don't think we can go anywhere. Maybe camping?
No, you can. I mean, yes, glamping.
Glamping, like a cabin situation.
Doing something, because I've already told you, I'm totally team go look at the stars with D now, because I'm like,
yeah, Brandi was like, now I understand what D was saying.
Listen,
what was it, like a few weeks ago that
because he wasn't on there, and I was just like, run to the stars, y'all. Like, do what y'all gotta do.
As long as you're by yourself and you're not near nobody, make sure you're still social distancing, but you can still enjoy certain things just responsibly.
Yeah,
do it right.
Like, we might. There's like a drive-through zoo over here that's like really cool.
Oh,
like
the safari.
That's cute.
Yeah, the safari thing where like you can even feed the giraffes. They come up to your car.
Is Joe Exotic there?
Oh God,
Carol Baskins.
That bitch,
Killer,
Carol Baskins.
husband, whacked him.
Oh my God, that was the best shit. Like for real.
Another thing I wanted to mention about that though is this one thing that really has been pissing me off because I'm the only Black resort manager where I work.
Of course.
So whenever I come out to listen to a story, it's always about the D word, fucking discrimination. I'm like, use that shit wisely. Use it, complain about it when there's legit discrimination.
I understand that.
If you did some fucked up bullshit and you got in trouble, you weren't discriminated against. You did some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an example. Somebody, there was a couple at the pool.
Yeah.
Behaving in a very inappropriate way that you shouldn't do in public. You got a whole
they just getting a little X-rated out there.
Go to your room and do that. You got a whole room. You could do whatever you want.
Oh, they was getting X-rated out there.
You know what I'm saying? They said get a room. They had a room. That's what made it so bad. So the staff approached him and said, guys, it's a little too hot. If you just want to calm down a little bit, there's probably fucking kids out here.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
they
it's
said,
the pool,
okay, but then they continue to do it. And then they want to come complain.
That they got yeah.
And I'm like,
that's
there's so much shit going on right now where people are really being discriminated against, and then you want to take some bullshit that you did wrong and use that and use discrimination.
That whole,
that's why nobody wants to hear us out. That's why nobody takes us fucking seriously, because people are just fucking stupid.
I just got through being at Joanne's little craft store where this lady was yelling that at the cashier. Like, it sounded like it might have been legit though, because that cashier was like, oh, we don't do that here. And the lady was like, you don't price match? And I was like, yes, they do. And I was like, because I know they do because I've done it before.
The cashier just didn't want to do it.
Right. So that's exactly what the lady said to her. She was like, you just don't want to do it, or is it because I'm Black? And she was like, it's not because you're Black. And she was like, so you just don't want to do it? Like, and then I was like, well, I just looked at the other Black lady. You know how you do the Black nod and the look. And I just like looked at the other one that was in line. So we just left the line for a minute because I was like, let her have her space for a minute. We went all the way to the back of the store looking at clearance stuff. And baby, you could hear them all the way to the end of the store. She was not having it. She was like, where's the other cashier? And by the time I went to check out, they had brought out the Black girl who's the cashier there. And I was going to the bathroom. And I think the lady was getting reprimanded because I could hear the manager talking to her like, well, why didn't you do this? She was like, it wasn't because she was Black. I just didn't understand what she was saying. I was like, you don't understand what price matching is? You've been there for years. I've seen your ass for years. Like, you a liar and a half. Anyway, let's take a quick break and we can come back for this. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Oh, let me hit the pause button, huh?
Yeah,
I was invited.
And we're back.
Yes. You okay, Brandi?
No, I'm not. I was about to say, Mom, why does my ear itch so bad?
I don't know.
Am I allergic to something in the
air
headphones? Not the air, bitch.
Ear fungus.
And it only attacks my ear.
just your ears. It's fungus just in the air.
Is it this stuff?
It could be the silicone. Some people are allergic to silicone or something like that. You never know. Or maybe you're just dirty. I don't know.
You be afraid too, especially when you're younger, to like scratch too much in one space because they're like, take a bath. And you're like, damn, I got eczema. Like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I'm not dirty.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Holy shit. Hey, so listen, I didn't watch it yet. I know Brandi did. I don't know if Dee did. So Black is King by Beyonce. I heard the visuals are like, fuck.
Wait, it's out everything. Already?
Yeah.
On Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. So I'm gonna watch it sometime this week, hopefully. I saw clips of the visuals. What I saw looked amazing visually. Now I've had people tell me that the plot was weak though. Like the story was weak. Did it play out?
Well, the story was really not like a story, at least in my opinion, because all it is visuals that are going with the album she did for the Lion King soundtrack. So it's all a play off the Lion King. So it's like there's no like new different plot. Right? Okay. It's just her having visuals to the songs that she put on the album like last year. But the visuals are stunning. But of course, In true fashion, Beyonce can't do anything without being butchered. And a lot of people feel like they're basically being super pro-Black now and all this African stuff and everything else.
Which is crazy. Like everybody didn't know Beyonce was Black, or
right. To like capitalize on it, and they're just like, oh, this is just like, what are you? Oh, okay, sorry, my son was doing laundry, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Get out of here!
Where are you going with a bag of clothes and leaving the house? Like what?
Look at.
That's so funny. But anyway, so yeah, there were a couple of people that were tweeting and was just like, people, and they weren't like really adding her, but they were just basically saying they don't like when this happens in general. But the general consensus I was seeing across the board is about 70 to 80% of us are just happy that with her using her platform, she's not whitewashed Beyonce anymore. I'm doing L'Oreal commercials with a blonde wig on. You know what I mean? Like,
I think we talked about it before, where we were saying, if Jay-Z and Bey really was like
big.
No, let her say Bey.
I'm sorry.
Jay-Z and
Beyonce.
Like, who the fuck
but if those
Bey?
two really were having to like, cater to like the upper crust of people who are in charge, but still try to bring the Blackness onto their own, I mean, that might be the only way to do it. It's like you gotta play the game to get to the top to be able to do what you want to do.
And they play the game. So it's like you can pull a move like this because we know at the end of the day the type of deals and everything else that you got going with Disney and shit like that. So it's almost like you've had to probably several times sell out throughout your career.
I'm sure.
Thinking about the long haul, even when everybody was dragging Jay-Z for doing something with the NFL maybe like a year or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think it was ever revealed exactly what it was yet.
It was just people working like, behind the scenes.
And people are like, how do you know it's not something like, eventually getting part ownership of a team or helping Kaepernick out? Like, how do you know it's not for a bigger purpose? And and you have to be the type of people where I'm assuming they are just outside looking in, where you really cannot give a fuck what the masses are going to think because they're not going to understand.
I think you really do. I think that's the whole, it's very cliche, but when they say that it's lonely on the top, it's because nobody can understand what you're trying to do. Right. Because you're trying to run shit. It's like, when people talk about rich people not donating to their causes, but I'm like, what if they're donating to their own cause?
Exactly.
Like, you might not be into, cats and dogs, but they might be. Or like,
Or they figure somebody should take their whole fortune. Or like, oh, well, what you have, you could have save Chicago or rebuild Detroit. And it's like, why is it that one person's job to do that? Then what's crazy is y'all don't have the same energy for, I don't know, the CEO of Nabisco or some shit. Somebody that has hella money. Like, what's the president of Charmin doing?
It's like
where's that energy at?
When Notre Dame fucking burnt down the cathedral a few years ago, the last year, the year before.
Devastated.
People were devastated. Look at how many millions of dollars just came flowing for that rebuild. Okay, but at the same time, because the people who wanted to give money to that don't believe in things like helping sex trafficking victims and things like that, the money is not going that way. So we can't really, decide where it should all go just because of your own beliefs.
Did the same shit for Shooty Castle, bitch.
Then Shooty Castle had money like in no time, because Shooty Castle burned down last year too, or is it earlier this year?
Is it back up?
I thought it was last year.
It was end of last year or earlier this year, but like it's not back up, but they have enough money to start the project to rebuild. Because it was only like, I think 1/3 of it burned down or something.
And that's the problem. What's crazy? What they see value in
the tuna fish, the canned tuna fish in Japan, and like I think it was the tuna fish company. Because Okinawa consumes 3 times more than any other prefecture in Japan, the company of the tuna can place sent millions to help.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't decide what people want to do with their money, because whatever they believe in is what they're going to give to. Like, if you ask me, if I had millions to give away, mine would go to children. Like something children related. With children, yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Good. But that might not be somebody else's prerogative. Somebody might want to help women instead. But I can't be mad at that, because that's a great reason too. But
or helping people own properties or buying a whole complex and putting people in that bitch.
Yeah.
Or helping people start businesses.
That's what I'm saying. There's people who's backing, you might see a business owner and say, well, they're already making money. Why do they need a backup? Well, maybe because they want to make it bigger so they can help even more people. Like, you just never know. You should never judge like that. Anyway, speaking of judges, this guy who got arrested in Illinois for spitting in a state trooper's fucking coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Why? Oh my God.
The white dude got arrested. I can't remember his name. So, well, because I guess this is why cops are getting afraid to go to fast food joints and order food now. Because they're tampering with their food, which is
like that one girl who
illegal.
Cried.
Don't do that.
That one girl who cried. Oh yeah, it is funny.
Oh girl, that
crying.
Fucking lady cop that was in the car.
I didn't even feel anything. That's what made it even funnier. I was like,
I know. When she was like,
feel anything.
That's like blah blah blah.
You made yourself feel something? No, yeah, I was watching like I ain't got it.
I'm gonna play a mind game with myself.
There was nothing to be said. I can't, like, when one of my friends posted on Facebook that they were talking about, like diversity in the workplace and how things make people feel like to Black people or whatever. And I guess she said one of the white girls started crying and she had to go on mute because she almost started laughing. I was like, you lucky that wasn't me, because I would have been laughing my ass off, not fast enough to hit that mute button.
I always hide. I hide behind my computer when people cry.
Just like,
let's go.
I'm saying that's what you gotta do. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just D come back. D went all the way down, disappeared. No, for real. Like, it's very hard. I know, but like, it's just weird. Like, if you feel bad, okay, but don't cry. Do something about it. It ain't affecting you like that. So let's give us a little more room to cry about, not you guys. I'm just saying. It's just weird. And there's like some weird shit going down right now. So like, remember last week I said there's like a unknown source for the salmonella going around?
Yeah.
Okay, so this week it turns out it's onions.
That's what. Wait a minute, red or white?
Both. So if you don't know, I'm gonna send you a link because it was like it's like Thompson brand, Kroger brand. What did he say?
I know, like she said both. I was mad. Yes. We ain't Pam's in a minute.
Stop Pamming on my screen, goddamn it. No, for real. So like, it's both of them, and like, there's a whole list of them. I'll send you the link because Rob sent me the article. I'm about to check my onions too, but it's just a weird. It
was funny how she said it. She meant it. She meant every word. I'm about to check my onions.
I do. I have to check my onions. Like, because so here's the thing. So they don't even know how it's sourced right now because it's across all 50 states. And they're telling people, if you read the article, it says something like, if you sell deli items and they have like, chopped onions sent to you and you don't know the origin, don't sell it because it might be in that. So like, it's like some serious shit because people are getting sick left and right now. And I don't know why, like in my weird, like non-science side brain, I feel like salmonella was something that occurred in like, I don't know, slimier, juicier things.
Me
like
too.
Fish and tomatoes, lettuce and things like that.
I wasn't thinking like something like that.
Blood.
Yeah, like I didn't.
So do you think it's in the feces that they used to fertilize the dirt?
Well, something about the hogs is what Rob's mom was saying. I'm gonna have to look into that. And she said that she tries not to buy produce from California because of that or some shit in Florida.
So can you kill salmonella with like, say, Everclear? Like the same thing we're using for coronavirus?
I'm sure you could. I would have to look into that. I don't want to give you an actual yes or no because I'm not sure. Like,
yeah, I think I'm going to look into that. I'm going to have to start spraying my onions down with Everclear.
Oh, I use vinegar to clean everything anyway. Have you guys ever cleaned your veggies? I'm about to post up when we talk about this health stuff. I saved all my videos from the healthy things. But like, I have to change the water like twice after like half of my produce is done. I wash everything, I vinegar everything, and then I have to change the water and put more new vinegar in it to do the other half of my produce. That shit is disgusting.
Well, to also be fair, CJ has a lot of produce she's watching. The dirtiest thing of what I buy is like the bok choy has so much dirt and stuff in that hole.
Dirt inside.
So if you don't clean it out, you're like dipping it in your sauce and stuff.
You're like, this is crunchy.
Right. It's like, nutrient.
No, like I just like switch it. BJ just did a drive-by. Hello. Look at Brandi. She just flicked him off. Oh shit. I be doing that to my children too. I don't feel bad at all. I'll be like, what the fuck do you want?
Just like he gets older and it just gets worse.
Just wait. You just wait. You just getting started. Just wait.
Man, that's what everybody says. Like nobody feels bad for me. They're just like, no, that's you. And I'm like, I can't.
I mean,
no, your mom is listening to the big payback by James Brown. Right?
Oh my God, yo, she does not care. I'll be like, can you believe blah blah blah? And she's like, that's you. That was you. That was you and your brother. This is what. And I'm like, no, I was not like that. I was not that loud. I wasn't like this. I wasn't like that. And she's like, liar.
I absolutely believe it. I mean, you guys are basically twins that are like 15 years apart. Like
pretty much. It's pretty disgusting.
It's pretty gross.
Even one time
15,
we were in her
don't
house.
do Brandi like that.
What'd you say?
He said 15 years.
I mean, I'm just, making up numbers.
She wasn't one of those.
I mean, I could have been if I had got to that stateside dick sooner.
Oh my God, not
stateside penis. Do you remember everybody yelling penis? Do you remember that?
Yes. I don't know what.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
What was up with us 80s kids? Like, you know what's funny? Yelling penis.
In class, we used to play penis. Whoever could say it loudest without getting caught wouldn't win.
Why?
But we wouldn't win anything. It's just
because we're kids and we were dumb.
You win nothing. There's no winners in that.
The winner, it's your ego. You get to burst out with it.
It's so dumb. Now that we're half feminists, we can be like, why didn't we yell pussy? Why
we could have done that. It would have been just as funny.
I can't. Anyway, so we're down to the last topic to keep it short and sweet. So remember we talked about the mysterious Chinese seeds last week?
Yeah,
that are being shipped here. So the few days later, I was watching the Japanese news. Apparently, Japan is getting them as well. And so is the UK and Canada. And the Chinese government or spokesperson, whatever, was like, oh, it's somebody stealing our post addresses and sending it.
Sorry.
That
is the dumbest thing ever.
Listen, and then somebody on my Facebook was like, it's probably kids. I was like, you think kids have money to do this? And they're like, maybe rich kids that are bored.
This is what they decide to do.
I was like, rich kids with money would not sit there and package and heat seal seeds and send it out to people.
What the fuck are these opium seeds? What are they?
No, so far, I think in the US, they've recognized 14 seed groups, but the Japanese guy that was being interviewed who was familiar with agricultural stuff, he was saying even though some of these seeds look like bok choy or cabbage or whatever, if it's some kind of hybrid, the seed can still look like the original, but what can grow from it could be completely different. And so I need to go back and find this article. Somebody here, because America, somebody here has planted the fucking seeds somewhere, and I need to go find that article.
Why we always gotta be the ones?
Because we America, and
oh, do that shit. I hope it's in a very confined.
Man, when that plant grows in 3 days, and the fucking beanstalk fucking goes all the way up to the sky.
I told you. The golden eggs,
and then the giant comes flying down, or what are those fucking plants with the mouth?
Yeah, little shop of horse.
Yeah, little shop of horse.
Feed me, Seymour. Yes.
Eat your,
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, or it could be just another fucking bioweapon. They're just like, it could be coded on the seed, and you would never know, and you just handle that motherfucker. And that might be like, a sleeper where it just goes off in like 3 or 4 days or weeks or months. It just
that shit would have to get torched with fire.
I'm just trying to figure. But here's the thing. So I was looking at the envelopes that the seeds came on. It just says untracked on it. How is that possible? It says untracked on all the packages, and there are different envelopes, like yellow ones, white ones, little boxes, all of them just say untracked, and it just says China Post. Like, you know how it be on Amazon when it's coming from China, it just says China Post. It's literally like that on the envelopes and boxes where the seeds are. And I'm just like, listen, if I saw a fucking box or envelope that I didn't order, first of all, I wouldn't even touch it. Like, the fact that people were opening it is like the other thing.
That's the part that trips me out, because I don't know if
they didn't live through anthrax. That's
right.
Why.
I'm like, we shook. You know what's crazy too? I had to tell my kid, and I felt like I was telling an old war story. Like, let me tell you about Y2K and how we thought everything was gonna. Because he came to me one day and he was like, "Did the computers really shut down?" And I was just like,
Y2K.
You do that stare off. You do that 200. I was like, let me tell you how paranoid everybody was for the whole year, and nothing happened.
Nothing.
I was like, son, we were paranoid. It was so bad.
I mean, a lot of us
was
were
so bad.
We had canned shit for about 5 years after that.
Did you guys really prepare hard like that?
My mom had hella water. She was like,
you know his mama did.
I know.
Your mama was prepared. Your mama still got stuff probably left over.
Probably right now.
She's like, oh, this is good till 2031. Yeah. No, for real though. Like, I feel like some of these youngins have no idea what anthrax was, and have no clue as to, like, why would you open a package you didn't order with not your name on it?
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
And it doesn't have a place of origin, and it wouldn't have your name on it. It's just your address, basically. Like,
no, that sounds like.
It sounds like death in a package is what it sounds like. This
package will self-destruct. Remember Inspector Gadget? You read the letter, it will blow up. That's what it sounds like.
And it would always find him because he would throw it away somewhere. And it was like, still got your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm telling you. And see, I'm looking at the package right now, and it just says China Post, untracked. And it makes no sense to me. And it says things like ring and bracelet. So it's like a tiny package. They've put jewelry on it, and I'm just like, so one of them, like, that I'm looking at looked like pumpkin seeds, and the other one looked like, I don't know, like sunflower seeds. But boy, I don't know about that. Anyway, that's all we got today, unless anybody else has anything else. We're trying to keep it short and sweet now, so you guys can enjoy us a little faster. Also, pretty soon here, we're going to start a third episode every week that's going to be about sex, love, and relationships, I believe. Yeah.
The sex angle.
Sex angle, yeah. Should we call it the sex angle?
Surprise. I vote for double wide surprise, honestly. That's my vote.
Calling it the double wide surprise.
I cannot get over that. I cannot believe he said that.
No, we should call it God damn.
God damn.
I can't. You know what? If somebody told me that you stink so good, like, I would run.
And like a grip on your ass and neck.
Like, and then got stronger.
That's crazy. Like got dug in. It was like, you're hurting me. You guys have to go watch that shit.
You did that so well.
You have to watch it so many times.
Oh my God, I can't.
I told you I'm gonna get D at your wedding. As soon as he bends over to pick up something, that's a wrap.
Oh,
God
no.
damn.
No. Just no. I can't. It was just like the worst. Like, seriously, again, if you guys want to watch this video, it's called The Re-Uploaded of Wabbit Season from MeatCanyon. Is what it is.
Canyon is a horrible word choice. Those two words should never be one.
Just too much. Anyway, before we go too long into it, if you loved us this far, make sure you subscribe to your favorite platform for the podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe as well. If you haven't already, hit that bell to get your notifications. We had some issues last week, but I got it fixed. All our episodes are out now. Again, every Thursday, we drop our Triangl episode at 12 noon. This Newsangl episode drops every week on Mondays at 9 a.m. Why do you guys always dance? What is happening? What? Oh God! I don't know. If you don't watch anything else, just watch the last 3 minutes of our episodes. The best part.
What is that? Like, who decided that was the move? I don't know
why they decided that was a good move for, like, fucking
that was the move. The same guy that decided, like, punching at your legs and pulling yourself up was just like,
it was cool.
That was just going to shut down the whole damn.
You gotta leave them alone. You gotta leave our OGs alone. Anyway, y'all stay safe, logical, blessed, and woke. If you're Black, stay Black. If you're not, support POC and allies unite. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.